You might have heard the voices. Loud, angry, certain, demanding the right to abortion. But dig a little deeper, and another story begins to emerge.
I was 19 years old, found myself 3 unwanted pregnancies, and I was told when I was in the 6th grade that abortion was a woman's right, and it was a solution to this problem. And after each abortion, I would have mental issues, disorders, emotional. I was anorexic at one point. I would have nightmares. If I were to see children in public, it would traumatize me.
There are interviews, confessionals, quiet moments caught on camera where countless women say things through tears like, "Abortion promised to free me, and instead, it has nearly destroyed me." Now, this isn't about judging them. This is about a system that lied to them. A system that said, do what you want because that is true freedom. Your desires are what matter most.
Freedom is ours by right. It is ours by right. And that includes the fundamental freedom of a woman to be able to make decisions about her own body and not have her government telling her what to do.
And you might not expect this, but it reminds me of something else. A massacre that happened over 100 years ago in Colorado, where striking coal miners and their families were attacked by a private militia. Women and children were killed, all because a company decided that profits mattered more than people. Different worlds, but the same war. A war over what we hold sacred.
Abortion is sacred. My body is my own. It's freedom. It's liberation. It's our right.
In this war, there are only 2 sides, and the Bible often describes them as 2 cities, Jerusalem and Babylon. You don't have to be religious to see the metaphor. Think of Jerusalem as the world God intended, where people are valued, relationships are pure, and life is built on love instead of selfish gain. A place of peace, joy, and wholeness. Babylon, on the other hand, is the world we've all grown up in. It's slick, powerful, seductive. It promises success, fame, pleasure, but only if you're willing to sacrifice the things that matter most. Your integrity, your peace, sometimes even your very being. And the Bible tells us these 2 worlds are at war, not just out there, but inside each one of us. Every choice we make moves us closer to one city or the other. This war doesn't use guns or bombs. It uses something far more subtle: choice. The enemy of God, Satan in biblical terms, doesn't have to physically destroy you. All he has to do is get you to destroy yourself, to chase after idols like money, sex, or power until you lose who you are, until you're too numb to even notice you're not whole anymore. That's what happened in the Garden of Eden. According to Scripture, God created a perfect world and put people in it to live with Him. But instead of trusting His design, they gave in to the lie that they could define good and evil for themselves. And ever since then, we've all been exiles trying to find our way back. That brings us back to those who join protests and rallies, chanting for the right to abort their own children. They witness the toll it takes on others and feel it for themselves. But when everyone is marching, that promised feeling of empowerment and unity temporarily eases the aimless feelings of brokenness. Maybe if we say it loud enough, we'll begin to believe it ourselves. Terminating your pregnancy brought nothing but further pain, guilt, and shame. But now, everyone is shouting that you've done the good and strong thing. Hoping to drown out the regret, you chase after the reward of freedom you were promised but never received, even harder. That's Babylon in a nutshell. And the Ludlow massacre? Same story. A company did the math: pay out fair wages or protect profit margins. Human lives were sacrificed for the bottom line. Again, Babylon. But let's not pretend we're above this. The minute we think we are is the minute we're probably falling for the same tactics. Every time we treat a paycheck as more important than our families, every time we lie to protect our own image, every time we hurt someone to help ourselves, we make the same kind of calculation. We start living like Babylon is the only city that matters. But there's another option. The Bible says Babylon won't last forever. In fact, Revelation 18 predicts its collapse, the fall of this seductive, destructive empire. And when it does fall, God won't just leave us standing in the rubble. He invites us to return to Jerusalem, to the life we were made for, a life of love, healing, and purpose. But here's the thing, that invitation isn't just for the future. You don't have to wait for Jesus to return to start living like you belong to Jerusalem. You can start right now. You can start by changing what you hold sacred. So ask yourself, what's the most important thing in your life? What shapes your choices, your goals, your values? Is it money? Image?
You're wearing sweatpants. So? So that's against the rules, and you can't sit with us.
Jesus laid out what life in Jerusalem looks like in what we now call the Beatitudes. Matthew chapter 5. Things like, blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the pure in heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. This is what God calls good. This is what He wants to build your life on. Not exploitation, not applause, not control. God already chose you. Now He's waiting for you to choose Him. You and I are living in the middle of a war between two cities, one built on love and the other on self-destruction. But the front line isn't out there in the news or on social media, it's in your own heart. Babylon wants to convince you that success is worth any price, but God's asking you to hold something else sacred, your very being, your integrity, your future with Him. So make your choice. Live like someone who belongs to Jerusalem, because Babylon will fall, but those who walk with God will never be shaken. Thanks for watching Magnified. If you found our content helpful, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. We really appreciate your support.